Welcome back. I'm playing Warhammer 40,000 Battlesector, and we'll get started on our next multiplayer matchup. I am playing the settlement map. We're doing a strategic command, 2,000 points, 80 point target, 8 turn limit. I'm going to be playing as the Astra Militarium, and we're going to be going against the Tau. I've been seeing a lot of players wanting to use Tau against the Astra Militarium. I think they're thinking because of the armor penetration with the tanks, it may work out. Now with the close encounters of the map here, I think it's going to make sense to do like a demolisher build with some infantry, so I'm going to play around a little bit with this. I have a tank commander, 2 commissars, a Kasserkring because I want to try to see how their mines work, 2 Lehman Restus tanks with the demolisher cannon, 3 armored sentinels, 2 with the heavy flamers, 1 with the plasma cannon, because I'm curious to know how that's going to work against crisis suits and stealth suits, and I have to imagine that other players are going to be using that on this map. And then I have a whole bunch of Cadian shock troops here with their bayonets, because I'm hoping that I can just get them into melee and potentially get them buffed by the commissar. What I tend to find is I just can't get enough of them near me to make sense not to use the commissar to attack himself, and the commissars I have with the power swords, because I need them for the major damage output, not necessarily the splash damage, because that's where the chainsword works a little bit better, as you get 2 attacks and it has a little splash, whereas the power sword, it does have a tiny bit of splash, but it just has more damage output. Now, these guys do their little tactical move here. I put the mine down. Oh shit, once you put a mine down, you can't move on the square anymore. So now I can't capture that point? Maybe I have to detonate it the following turn then. Alright, that was a mistake. Alright, well this is why we're playing around to try to figure this shit out, so... I'm a little bit worried about here, because I think I'm just going to get shot up, but maybe I can just pull the infantry in front of him to try to lower the accuracy, maybe? Yeah, I can't believe I messed that up. Well, got a little too excited here. Yeah, I don't know why it says that when I unload it's going to cost me action points.
What next, sir? Awaiting your orders.
Seems kind of weird. Alright, let's just move you guys up here all the way, I guess. Alright, well now I know that that blocks the spot. I didn't know if I could have guys on the square and then the mine would be underneath them, or how that worked. So yeah, obviously he's got 5 points to my 0 now. Oh, actually it looks like the mine bugged out. I wonder if that's going to be a recurring thing here. Well, that works out for my advantage, so we captured it. Let's drop the mine again. It looked like it refunded it to me. Let's move these guys up, I guess. And... how far do I want to move these infantry, I wonder? Maybe just move everybody up? Now, unfortunately, when I do this, they're no longer going to be in cohesion anymore. So maybe we'll just bring those guys here. Alright, so he's got a strike squad.
What next, sir?
Actually, he's got lots of guys. So let's see, he's got a bunch of crisis suits with the fusion blasters. He's got breacher squads. I'm actually kind of curious. These Cadian shock troops actually may be good against... yeah, there's a commander there. I don't know if it makes sense for me to have put this Chimera here. This may be a mistake. I think we just need to unlock everything. Unlock everything. Unload everything. I guess you're just here, so let's just bring you down to there in case he flies the commander down there to try to flame down my infantry. And I guess we'll bring you over to here, but he should still be able to shoot you with a railgun if he has somebody at an angle here. If he has infantry over there, let's bring this guy that way. So he can navigate to the left side if I need him to. Now that we know he's got all these infantry to the crisis suits on that side, maybe I bring that guy that way. I would kind of like to have this guy be a little bit closer so he can be buffing my other units here. So maybe we'll just do something like that. Have you face the right way. You can come up here. Now I don't think the mines are going to be enough to one-shot a crisis suit, so if I can't body block... Although maybe the mine will count as an obstacle and it won't let them drop somebody on top of it, but that kind of defeats the whole point of it being concealed then. Yeah, so here comes the commander. Breachers are moving out, it looks like. He's got 3 breachers. Yeah, see, he's got the railguns, not surprised. Yeah, he's using their missiles to shoot down all my infantry. Breacher squad. Alright. So 10 to 10.
Awaiting your orders.
If I bring you up to here, I could flame, but then you'll get shot up by the shotguns. So maybe we bring you up here. Soaking up the overwatch.
Taking fire.
Oh, okay. So he's got a ghost kill here. Well, let's see if I can shoot him down then. Interesting. I was not expecting that to be an issue. Well, maybe we just bring you up to here to try to soak up that overwatch, because with all the models you may actually do a good job. Or not. So he's blocking my pathway with these guys and just stopping me from being able to advance. Now I could bring the commissar up here. I could bring you guys over here to flame that way. That may not be a bad idea.
Awaiting your orders.
However, it looks like he's got these guys angled in a way that multiple guys should be able to shoot. Yeah, see, he's shooting into him here. Yep, yep. Excellent. Alright, that was definitely worth 35 points, because now I can run you guys down here. And you might be able to just kill these guys. Oh, they got 60 health. Maybe I'm not going to be able to kill everybody with a single flame. Yeah, we're just a little short. So what I can do is I can bring you over here. And you can flame through, and that half shot will be enough to kill those guys while almost killing all those guys. Yep. Alright. Now, if I bring you over here, you can shoot into him. And then with you guys, I bet I can just have you guys shoot into here. Yeah, 50%. Yeah, here we go. 60%. You should kill these guys. Are you shitting me? Oh my god. Alright, so I'm gonna have to waste my heavy bolter shots, it looks like. And I could have had those Cadians just melee these guys down. Alright, so that was a mistake. I was really expecting them to do more damage. Well, let's just use your cannon here. Man, that cannon seems to get a lot of glancing shots. Alright, let's do this. You kill the breachers, because they have to die.
What next, sir?
Got your armor right here, sir.
I guess let's just pull you back.
Victory through discipline. Advance.
And then we'll have the commissar just come over here. And that'll be 74 to 99 damage. Compared to 27 to, what would that be, 36? And of course if I do this, he's going to counterattack me, right? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Well, let's pull you back behind cover. If these guys attack back... 14 damage, oh my god. Alright, well,
Victory through
let's just
discipline.
keep chopping these guys down, I guess. And then you guys can attack here. Yeah, he's just punching everybody. It's so weird that these guys have
Where you stand.
a melee attack like that. I was hoping that bringing both of these guys up and getting that evasion up by 20 was going to be enough to stop him from getting a counter attack. Because he'd have that, I forget what that ability is called, where they're over there.
Victory through discipline.
Alright, but we've almost taken those guys down. He's got a couple of fire warriors up here. Now we've got this situation. He meleeed down my forces.
We'll get you there.
We can have you start shooting into the crisis suits because your las gun is actually pretty good at damaging them. And then these guys don't have any melee, so maybe I just move you up 3 and then I can use the heavy flamer because it looks like his breachers are facing the wrong way. Yep. And then you can just attack these guys. Yeah, see there? You actually almost killed them. So I don't quite understand how the damage is working.
Victory through discipline.
If I bring you up there, you can maybe body block and force them to use some more attacks. I can also bring you to here and have you start doing your attacks here. You can finish off the breachers. Yep, okay. And I'll pull you back.
Armored Sentinel, ready.
And we'll
Awaiting your
do
orders.
this. Move you to here. Put you into Overwatch. And we'll pull you back. And have you set up your plasma shot. Because I'm hoping that he's going to run in there with his commander to try to get the kill. And then if he does that, this commissar can attack him the following turn.
Armored Sentinel, ready.
Yeah, I don't think it makes sense to try to shoot those crisis suits because I'm not sure you're going to get a kill and then you're just going to be overextended. And we don't want you to blow up next to my infantry. I just don't know about these mines. Maybe I got to move them up here to try to get them to aggro down there. Because I want to see what happens if one of those mines blows up on a crisis suit. How much damage that's going to do. Alright, so we got those guys. What did we do? We took out 4 breachers. So that's not too bad.
Taking fire.
Yeah, they're flaming those guys down. That's the right move. They're moving these guys over. Oh, he's gonna kill the commissar with shots. I see what he's doing here. Yep, dropping those guys down with the flamer. Makes sense. Gonna finish off the commissar probably with those guys. Yep. Yep, so he's down. And then probably flame the Cadians?
Quarry spotted.
Maybe? Oh, okay. Yep, yep. Doing the missile strike. Makes sense. Yep, here comes the commander. This is kind of what we thought he was going to do.
They're shooting back.
So, flaming those guys down. Getting his shot. So, we've almost dropped the commander by half health. And then he's using the fusion guns to attack the Chimera. So, he got the kill there. And then he's what? Just shooting into my guys. And he's using his points to attack the sentinels. I think it makes more sense for him to try to be focusing down. Wait, how did that work?
Armored Sentinel, ready.
Alright, this will do 1 to 20. Alright, maybe we should see how these guys attack. I don't really want to move too far away, but he did just use up some action points. Alright, you guys should be able to do 21 damage, right? 0 to 1 times 35. 90% chance to hit. Yeah, those guys are just not very good. Alright, it's 1 to 2 times 20. So come on, baby. Oh my god, 4 damage. Alright. Well, This is some bullshit. Let's bring you up here. Shoot those guys.
Your orders.
Discipline, experience.
Yeah, I can't believe you couldn't get that kill. Alright, I'm gonna have to run these guys over. And melee this guy down. He's gonna blow up in your face. Yep. And then I guess you're just gonna come over here and take this back. And then I can bring you up this way. And you can maybe flame those strike squads. Can you kill a strike squad, I wonder? Let's try. Because he's only 40 health, so you should be able to. Yep, so you can wipe out a strike squad. Alright, and I've got you. I think you're going to need help clearing those guys. However, I kind of would like to have you over here to clear those guys.
Victory through discipline.
Why is your chance to hit so low? I've got crisis suits that are almost dead. But if I can kill the commander... Yeah, what the hell's going on? This is nice flat area. Why is my chance to hit so low? What the hell's going on here? What is causing an obstacle?
Armored Sentinel, ready.
Victory
This is
through
hella
discipline.
weird. Alright, well maybe we just bring the commissar up here. I mean, that was my whole plan originally. Was to come up here and start knifing them down. So yeah, it's 66. 70. Yeah, you can come here. 85%. 50 some damage. I'm gonna have to keep this commissar alive.
Armored Sentinel,
What
ready.
the hell is going on with this accuracy here, man? 60%? Well, you should be able to hit him. Alright, so he's down.
By his will alone.
And then I guess we're just going to bring the Demolisher up here to capture that point. I think he'll be able to tank Fire Squad into fusion gun attacks, but I'm not 100% sure. I can bring you over to here. You're over here. I assume he's going to try to snipe down the Sentinels with a Ghost Keel, because he's not going to be able to kill the Demolisher. Maybe I start bringing you over to here. So then the following turn you can come up there. And then if I bring you over to here, you might aggro attacks to those guys. But we know he's got fire squads and probes and stuff over here, so maybe we actually bring those guys up here to try to flank. We've got infantry over this way. Pretty much one shot and the Ghost Keel is down. So maybe we pull the Demolisher back. I didn't remember that the Demolisher actually took damage. I guess somebody must have shot him that... Oh, wait, they used the rocket on him. That's right. Well, maybe I actually bring the Sentinel over here, and if the railgun attacks him here, then I'll have the left side on lockdown. So maybe we can aggro some attacks, although I gotta believe he's gonna kill this Sentinel, otherwise I'm gonna kill the strike squad. I assume he's going to do marker lights? No, he's just going to be shooting into me. Yeah, so that's 120. 109. He's dropping more missiles with using his command points. Flaming me, maybe? Yeah, I'm not sure what he's doing. Okay, I think he just put auto hit on his guy. So probably going to use that to kill the Sentinel. Right? Yep. And then finish him off. Yep. And flame there, because otherwise he's not going to get through those Cadians. And then I think he's hoping he's going to lock it down with his Ghost Keel is what I bet he's going to do. No, he's going to keep him there to try to lock me down in melee. I see what he's doing. Alright, so if I bring you up to... Yeah, you're not going to be able to do enough damage. And then he's trying to body block you guys to stop me from being able to kill his weakened crisis suit is what he's doing. So I wonder if I can just bring you up here and cut down the crisis suits.
Flee or be cut down where you stand.
Yep, good. I could bring you up here to try to lock these guys down. Yep,
By his
okay.
will alone.
And the next question is, I could kill the probes, but I think I'd actually rather take out the strike squad. Because they can actually do damage to my units. Whereas the rest of these guys really can't. Plus he has marker lights. So yeah, let's just drop those guys. And then
Sentinel on the move.
I'll move you over here. And then if I start to move the demolisher this way, let's use the heavy bolter. Well, maybe actually here we go. Let's move you over here. Yeah, naturally you're in full cover. 38. Too close. Alright, so I'm gonna have to shoot at a 38. That sucks. I can do the armor charge, but I'm not sure if he'll be able to kill you. Thankfully you landed your attack, so now we'll do the heavy bolter. Nice. That's actually better than I could have hoped for. I've got 2. I could run you up to here and have you shoot. Although, let's see how this does against armor. I think it's a low armor piercing attack, but I kind of want to see it. Well, it killed it. I mean,
Discipline, experience, action.
I'm not sure it was worth it. But I think a demolisher here, yep, was enough to take the spot. And then you can come up to here and body block it. And he shouldn't have anything to be able to force you off of that spot. Because even with that railgun guy here, you should be fine. And I wonder if you could kill this crisis suit. You got a 41% chance to hit. Well, he did okay damage against a crisis suit there, I guess. And now you body block this. Alright, I think we got this on lockdown.
Through discipline.
So what do we got? We got the railgun, we've got the cadre, I guess it's called a broadside, and we got these probes. Does he have anybody else over here? Yeah, see, he's just spamming his tier 1 ability on me. He must be planning on killing my sentinel, because he's moving the probes out of the way. Yep. Alright, so we're here. The question is, where are his guys? Why can I not see where his cadre is? There he is. Alright, so let's move you up to here. You can shoot here. Take out the probes. I can try to bring you along the side here to try to attack these guys. If I move up one more, I think I could do 2. But I think if I do 1, I should be fine, and you can just stay here and do that. I can't imagine he's going to be able to deploy a crisis suit with all the missile spams he's been doing.
Discipline, experience, action.
I I would really like to see what this melt-a-mine does. It's 90 to 120, but I don't know if it's to one unit or to everybody. That's the issue.
With precision.
So I really wanted to see that,
Mine activated.
and unfortunately I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I guess we can switch you up to here. I can bring you around the back here to hopefully stay out of range. And then maybe what I can do with the commissar is just move him up to here. And then you'll be able to capture the point the following turn.
Armored Sentinel, ready.
Whose day are we rolling today, sir?
This should get me up to 70 to 50. And then there's no way that he'll capture points back from me. So yeah, we've got this on lockdown. So the question is what is he going to want to do here? Make me shoot a wall. Railgun's moving up. He's trying to move up to get vision. Doesn't look like he could shoot anybody. Oh, I see. He's got both his guys on Overwatch. I see what he's doing here. Well, let's try to use you guys to soak up the railgun shots so my tanks can move up.
Quickly.
Yeah, good. And then you can shoot into him. And then you can move up to here and take that. And I wonder if I moved you up a little bit if I would have better firing. Yeah, 80%. Oh, you missed. Alright, let's do the bolters. Yeah, I don't know what happens with these bolters. Like, sometimes they just totally go through and seem like they just fly through the shots, and other times it seems like it's just this really slow attack. I have no idea how they decide which is which. Alright, let's shoot here. Good, he's down. And now we'll try to take out the broadside. I don't think you're going to be able to get enough kills, though, or enough damage on here. Yeah, see here? Now it's nice and quick. So I don't know what's up with that animation. It seems like it does it fairly regularly with the Lehman Russes, but then the tank commander doesn't have the problem. Well, let's just move you up to here, and maybe he'll come over here to let you get an attack. But I think it's just going to end after he's done with his turn here. Move you up a little bit more. I don't know. I think that made the angle of attack worse. So I've captured all points, so this should give me victory. Yeah, 150. There we go. Alright, so victory is ours on this map here. Definitely worked to our favor. It definitely seems like the plasma version of the Sentinel does pretty decent damage against the crisis suits, the commander, and I'd have to believe the stealth suits as well. Seems like you want to bring a couple of Flamer Sentinels though too to help you take out those Strike Squad and Breachers. I definitely think bringing some Cadians with you against the Tau makes sense to soak up some of those Overwatches. I think this would have been a much, much closer match if we weren't playing the Settlement where we're kind of in close quarters, because I think that did kind of mess up his plan, and it definitely messed up his broadside there. Now, he was landing good shots on my guys, but he was having to use them on units that he wouldn't normally want to be attacking. The Cadians with their melee, you know, they were doing a little bit of damage against the mechs, but their damage output just doesn't seem great. Now, I think what's going to happen is, you know, you get a 25% crit chance with, you know, 11 models attacking or whatever they have in their squad. I think their damage output would go up pretty substantially. But the question is like, is it going to go up more than a Commissar attacking with a power sword? Now, if I had a bunch of them around there, then I think it would make sense, because as you could see, the Commissar ended up taking like 100 damage of counterattack from the Ghost Keel there, whereas it would have just been 50, and then he might have been able to survive. those two Fire Warrior attacks had I not taken that extra 50 damage trying to melee him down, but I just had to kill that ghost kill for sure to drop that unit to get some kills. Now the part that surprises me is it seems like the explosion damage is not universal. Like when the tank explodes against the bloodletters, it seemed like it had killed everyone but 2 bloodletters. But then when the ghost kill blew up, I still had like 8, well not 8, maybe more like 6 of those Cadians still left. So I don't know how much splash that has on the explosion. I really think one of the things I need to do on this is go into those descriptions and really quantify, because certain abilities have different splashes, and so like the Chaos Demon charge attack only has a splash of like 5 or something, and you would think you would be able to one-shot some units, but you actually can't because it doesn't have enough splash. And same with other charge attacks. Like, everything should really quantify how much splash. It should always be very, very clear to the player. So I don't like how some of this happens and other ones don't. Especially if there's going to be variable splash damage, where it's like, oh, you'll kill 6 units if you have an explosion with a Astra Militarium tank, but you'll only have a splash of 5 if you have a mech suit get killed or something. It should be pretty standard there. Now, I don't know if you can dodge or graze on an explosion, and maybe that's why our guys survived and other ones don't. They definitely became much, much more liberal with the grazing, it seems like now, than when the game was first released, because it seems like, especially the tank commander, he seems to graze a lot of his shots, which kind of surprises me. Shooting with a battle cannon tank turret or whatever, but it is what it is. The cadre definitely worked out for him. You know, he could have buffed his guys up to get those additional shots for sure. Getting those automated hits on the broadside was working out really well for him. It allowed me to snipe down some units. You know, he rushed in with those breachers, and that really helped to me win the match, because I had those breachers been able to start shooting into my sentinels or my tanks, it would have done a ton of damage. And there was several units that were close to being damaged. Now, he was really spamming his Seeker missiles on me and doing good damage on those guys, but I think he was kind of alternating targets a little bit, and he needed to just keep focusing in on the single target, and then he would have been able to kill, you know, that Commissar and the Demolisher tank if he'd been using those abilities on those units instead of the Sentinels. But maybe they were out of range, but typically the Tau have amazing range on their command abilities. It's one of the largest areas out of all the factions, so usually you can spam them around the map. Yeah, interesting. I think this was a pretty effective build. I was really, really expecting more stealth suits when I've been playing against these Tau players, and I have not seen that to be the case. Maybe everybody's thinking, well, you're just going to use the Demolisher cannon on those stealth suits and then they get killed. Because I actually haven't done that matchup yet, so maybe that's what's happening, is the Demolisher cannon is just hard to counter the stealth suits too bad. But saying that, stealth suits with their fusion blasters are cheaper than the crisis suits with the fusion blasters. Now the crisis suits also have the missile pods, which allow them to shoot through the infantry, so maybe that's why people are deciding to do more of those. Plus, with the jump infantry, they can use that to have the mobility as well to capture points. But yeah, I definitely would expect more stealth suits, because of their shield drones should be able to give you quite a bit of additional protection, and then you can be able to move them in under stealth. It was kind of interesting that he had dual ghost kills here, and he had those guys stealth to force me into trying to take the point. I'm not quite sure why he did it that way, because I think it would have been more fortuitous for him to just use that fusion blaster to shoot into some of my tanks, because I still would have done the same amount of attacks on them, and it would have required probably the same amount of turns. I don't think him exposing himself one extra turn did a whole lot, because all it did is make me rush in with my Cadian shock troops and have them get punched once, instead of him landing shots into my tank. Because like I said, some of those Demolisher tanks and things like that were one shot away from being taken out,
And had he been able to drop those guys, that would have definitely decreased the amount of damage I was able to do to those ghost kills pretty substantially, because the Cadian shock troops are only doing like 20 to 30 damage against the ghost kills. So definitely an interesting matchup. I'm not sure what I think about the Commissar. I mean, I like that he can get his power sword and it's pretty cheap. I mean, but for 155 points, I almost wonder if he's like a little... Like, it's almost like you gotta drop his cost a little bit to encourage people to do more infantry. Yeah, I'm just not quite sure the best way to do an infantry builder, if it's even viable. I still don't feel like it's in a great spot. Maybe if you have the Ogrins, which definitely have significant melee potential, that would turn them into absolute destroyers in melee, and then their rifles have some good splash damage to allow them to attack at range too. So I think for them it would make sense, but then they're kind of costly themselves and they don't exactly have a ton of armor, but maybe their passive ability to get more grazing shots is better than what I think it's going to be. So I definitely think I got to play around with some Ogrins too to just see how they feel, because I'm not been super impressed with the Cadian shock troops thus far, and I certainly am not impressed with the Kasserkins, man. I really thought they were going to have more weapon loadouts so you could turn them into like anti-armor with melta-guns or plasma pistol or plasma guns to work on medium infantry. You know, I'm really disappointed with them. It's effectively you can give them additional shots, which will then lower down your total shots with the other weapon until the cooldown goes down, or you end up giving them these melta mines, which seem like they're pretty cool. But after 3 turns they become visible, and I assume you can just shoot them down. I don't know how much splash the melta mines do, so like I said, I'm really kind of curious to see how they would work on these capture points. And then it seems like they may be prone to bugging out too, as we saw on the first turn when I deployed that mine before I captured the point, not realizing it would stop me from being able to move onto that square. I thought I could still move onto it and then it wouldn't be an issue, but it blocks your movement there. So I don't know, we'll have to play around more. So thanks for watching. I hope you're enjoying these videos. If you are, please give my channel a like and subscribe. Encourage me to post more content for you. Have a great day.